get away from that freaking crazy chick. Yeah, some random fucking chick was talking to me. I just ignored her. You know, because I was looking at the fucking creek. She was saying that I like it to start down here this time of year because of everything freezing over. Yeah, well, you don't want to come down here in the middle of fucking... Yeah, you don't want to come down here in the middle of fucking January. Colder than fuck, freezing your ass off, running crawlers around. The TV's still there. This fucking marker things piss me off. Yeah, it looks way better without these stupid fucking stick piles here, branch piles. Which shouldn't have fucking sat down here as long as they fucking did. Grab this garbage. There's a bucket over there. I ain't going over there and get it though, because I know that creek's gonna be fucking colder than shit. Fucking walked through the creek around this time of year, like 2 years ago or whatever the fuck it was. Fucking doing a camera dive, and which I know I didn't do any of those this year because I didn't want to use this camera. I would have used the fucking crappy ones, but you know, I just didn't do any of this year because I didn't feel like doing it, you know, because of work and working late and time to set up and break down and have to fucking put everything up because it's all wet. You know, I got a few spots that I could do it, but maybe next year. And I'm not going to do it right now because what I was saying about, you know, walking through this fucking creek when it was about this fucking cold. You know, it was, I think, colder. Yeah, because it was about this time of year you know, not that long before Christmas. And you know, the creek wasn't fully freaking frozen over like how it was when I started the video. You know, it's still running, you know, it had the ice on it, but not all the way across, and it wasn't fucking solid, or, you know, solid ice where you could walk on it or anything, because it was all shallow. You know, it's all thin ice. You know, because we'll walk out on that in like middle of fucking January, middle of February. You know, it's full fucking frozen with the crawlers. You know, and what happened was, yeah, what happened was I was doing a camera dive and I forgot two critical pieces that I needed. You know, I just had paracord. I didn't have the bolt that went through the case. I didn't have the string that went on that bolt because, you know, where it went through on the case. You know, so I just had, you know, the 25 feet or whatever of paracord. And what happened was, you know, I was doing the camera dive because I wanted to get some shots in the water of, you know, with the ice and all that. And the freaking knot on the paracord came undone and it slipped out of the case on the camera. I still have the camera. And what happened was it floated down, and I tried yelling out on the other side of the creek to see if anyone was over there. And if they're like, yeah, what's up? You know, what can I, you know, you need anything? I'm like, yeah, my camera's floating down the fucking creek and it's on that side. They're like, well, why didn't you just come over and get it? I'm like, I'm not walking through fucking freezing water to get a fucking $20 camera. You know, at that rate, you know, that's at first what I thought, I was just leaving the fucker down here, but then I'd be out of memory card, out of camera, and out of, you know, out of case, out of camera, out of memory card, and out one battery, because all the batteries for my cheap cameras work on each other. And that was a good battery. You know, but no one, you know, responded. You know, I was starting to get the shakes. You know, I was shaking from panicking. You know, my face wasn't showing it, but my hands and body were. You know, and then emotions started setting in. I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna really lose this camera, and I'm really thinking about leaving it here. You know, and that's where it fucking set in, and I said, fuck it. Jumped in the creek, shoes, pants, you know, shoes, socks, pants, and all. You know, and I had all my valuable shit in my pockets, you know, like my wallet, my, you know, ATM card, money, my ID, my phone. You know, all that shit that I valued, you know, that I used every day. I'm like, fuck this. You know, and I finally got over there and the ice broke and the camera floated down. But then I was able to get it and grabbed it and I threw it in my, you know, I shut it off because it was still recording. You know, I stopped, you know, I grabbed it, I stopped the recording, you know, the video recording. And then I shut it off and I threw it in my pocket, my coat I was wearing at the time, and I walked across and back across, freaking froze my ass all the way home, and ripped my shoes off. I ripped my socks off, let those hang and dry. I kept the pants on because those were the only pair I had that were, you know, dirty, you know, so I just continued to wear those. But granted, I was inside, so everything dried, you know. So I hung my socks over the garbage can in my room, you know, so that those could dry. Those took like 2 days to dry. Then I had my freaking gray and orange ASIC shoes, you know, and I had those were the shoes I was wearing at the time, and I had still have the boot dryer in my room. I threw those shoes on the boot dryer, and blah blah blah, and like I said, I froze my ass all the way home yesterday, or not yesterday when that happened. That was like 2 or 3 years ago now. So, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna end the video here.